Morning everybody, welcome to June and a collective reading. I hope you're enjoying the weather and how changeable it is at the moment and that you're all okay. Thought I would share some animal wisdom with you this morning. Remember, we all have animal guides as well as spirit guides, and our animal guides, our animal totem can change at different points in our life, just like our guides can. So notice if you're ever particularly particularly drawn to any specific animals, or you find that animals are crossing your path where you wouldn't expect to see them and repeatedly. Usually it means as a message. So we've got bison here, and bison is very symbolic. It's a deep spiritual pilgrimage, as bison often represent quite a lot of sacrifice as well. So we can have internal sacrifice and external sacrifice. It can be a balance of making sure you're not over sacrificing yourself, but I feel on this one there's something about, are you sacrificing enough, is the energy going with that one. So when we are sacrificing enough, we're in balance, we're in homeostasis. The inside and the outside of us is in balance and thriving well. But when we're not sacrificing enough, it could be that there's things that we're being tested upon that we need to let go, that for some reason we're resisting. And we could be resisting things, paths that are for our highest good, because there's certain things we don't want to let go of. And sacrificing can also mean, are we considering others enough? Or are we considering either ourselves or the wrong things too much? Bigger perspective there. Quite a lot in that bison card. And then wolf, so wonderful wolf, very intuitive are wolves. So are you using your intuition enough to break through into new patterns, into new freedom and liberation here? Wolf also knows when to retreat and pull back their energy from others, but also when to collaborate and come into group. But it feels like in that one to spend more time away and retreat at this time than in the pack. And sometimes we can struggle to pull away from the pack, either because we're duty bound, so maybe looking at that balance, or an obligation, but also because we may fear alone time when it's an incredibly important human adjustment that we need to make for our highest good. You'll get most of your intuitive hits when you're on your own. So crocodile and butterfly, the symbiosis of that. Look at the parallels, the polar opposites in there. But actually, if you look around you, look globally, so much discord. And where can we actually play our part to balance that? What is the transformation, the metamorphosis that's needed in self in order to play your part in balancing energies and moving away from war, moving away from inner war, external war, global war, personal war, so that you can move towards a much more peaceful place in your life, but not just for self. There's something about for others when we come back to the sacrifice. So blue jay, feathers, the colours, the blue and the red are jumping to me there. So it's balancing your security with your self-expression. Are you losing yourself in people? Do you lose your power to other people? Do you start minimizing yourself and not showing up in your true self around others in order to fit in, engage, be approved of, all of that kind of stuff that we get stuck in? It's all right to go out on your own. I think the more of us that can do that, the better, really. We don't have to be linked to people in the same way that we used to need to be linked. We can find a lot from ourselves. And that can sound like fluffy words until we can feel it. But you have everything inside you already. And last one, moth, omen of death. Well, really, that's transformation, and also working on your shadow side. So going deep into the dark parts that feel treacherous, painful, abysmal, shameful, angerful, prideful, all of these parts of us that need our attention, to understand them, to work with them, to pull ourselves out of them in a healed way rather than an avoidant way. So moth has the courage to go deep in their shadow and come out into the light, but they also know when to go back down into the shadow. So as above, so below. We cannot come closer to our genuine self unless we have really travelled deep into what we don't want to go near, because there is no space in our energy to go up high into the light if we're weighed down by this depth. So we have to go there in order to become more illuminated, which is key to the moth. So I hope you have a wonderful day and that many animals cross your path today. Take care, everybody.